shit, let's see it. That's a lie.
Hello there, wrestling fans. Welcome to another episode of the 5-year running, internationally known Dudes at Ringside Podcast. I am Joe Panther III, and I am absolutely honored to have a young lady she's killing it on the independent wrestling scene. Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to Rosie Nyte. Welcome to Dudes at Ringside, Rosie. Welcome.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Uh-oh. Hold on. Pause. Boop. What do you mean you can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was just kidding on.
Okay, no problem. All right. But welcome. I want to welcome you, fans, and give you a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to Rosie Nyte. Welcome, Rosie. Welcome to Dudes at Ringside.
Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
No problem. So, if my American fans, I'm talking about my East Coast baddies from Connecticut down to New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, all the way down to Florida, to Georgia, if they're not familiar with you, and why would they not be? Introduce yourself.
My name's Rosie Nyte. I am 29. I'm from Scotland, Glasgow, and I am in the independent wrestling scene in the UK.
Wow. So, what made you take that leap into professional wrestling?
So it's a rather cool story. Like my wee brother, he's also in the independent wrestling scene. His name's Logan Smith. Check him out. He's phenomenal. Not biased or anything. But I went to go see him do his first ever match. First ever. And I watched him and I thought, I'm pretty sure I could do that. And got talking, told Logan about it, and he kind of laughed at me. Like it was something for my joke. He's like, I don't think you'd last more than a month. And I says, let's bet on it. £100 we bet. And here's me 8 years later, still going.
Did you ever get that £100?
No, I did not.
Be careful, Rosie. This is going to be on camera and on a microphone and on the internet forever now. So
that's absolutely fine. I call him out on every podcast. Logan Smith owes me £100.
Everybody's going to be like, now it's on video. It's on everybody's podcast now. Now everybody in the United States now we'll be going. So when are you getting the money? When money? Oh yeah, you need to make a T-shirt that says. Yeah. So who trained you?
It is a man known as a Kid Fight. He is exceptional. So he's trained the likes of WWE the now Alba Faye.
Yeah.
Trained her. Noam Dar as well. So he is the producer of talent, you should say.
Yeah. So when you finally landed on the school, did you feel like you were home? Most wrestlers, they take a while to be. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was lucky. I went to the same training school as Logan Smith, and I also knew someone else from my personal life, Angel Hayes, probably somebody that a few of your American friends have heard of. She was over in New York not long ago.
Yeah.
So I knew they too. So, that way I felt like I've got people I know, but then I've got all these crazy people just running about, like, wrestling on mats, and I'm just standing there like, what is going on in here? It is completely insane. So it did take me a couple of weeks to settle in, but I found myself actually settling in quite fast with like the group that were already there. I think it was also knowing Angel and Logan was a big part of that as well. It was easier to kind of gel in with people who'd already knew them and knew me by association to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, awesome. So, how long did it take you to get this character of Rosie Nyte? Like, was it something overnight? It's literally boom. Did your coach help you with the name? Was it something you
So,
saw in a movie, or something you imagined when your coach was giving you like ideas of names?
yeah, so my real name, I don't mind people knowing my real name. Real name is Roisin. Um, so when I was growing up, my dad used to call me Wee Rosie. And then all my friends in, like, I'll say primary school for me, but elementary school for yous and grade school, high school for us. My friends called me Rosie as well. Um, so eventually it was kind of tribute to that. Um, and then the night came from, like, who knows? It just one day we were all talking and somebody just, I can't remember exactly who it was, but they were like, "Oh, it's a Rosie night," and it just became a thing. Like, I think it was dark outside, and we were trying to think of a last name. So it was something as silly as that. It was like, what about Rosie Night? And I was like, actually, that's spot on.
Bing, awesome. When you did your first match, did you have gear yet, or was it something you had to throw together really fast?
No, so I did have gear when I done my first match. That's actually a lie. I done a show before I officially debuted, and I ended up having to. It was like a last minute, an hour before the show. My coach had gave the go ahead for me to do the match. Um, Obviously, just because he knew the promotion, he knew who I was wrestling. He wasn't too worried about it. Just nice, simple match. I actually ended up going to a sports store and buying like a sports bra and wearing like my friend's gears trout shorts,
Oh
and
my
it was
god,
just chaotic. It just did not look well at all.
no. It
um, but when
I've
I
had
debuted, I had
wrestlers'
my gear.
first matches were always a battle royal. Everybody that I've ever spoken to, always lately, it's been battle royal, battle royal, battle royal. I'm like, I don't know. I just feel I don't feel bad for the wrestlers because they made their debut in a battle royal.
Yeah.
It's always like 6 seconds or like a second that they're in the rumble and they get thrown out.
Oh, mine's was a singles match I debuted on.
Wow. Do you remember
Yeah.
who you fought?
Yeah, so my unofficial debut was with Angel Hayes. And then my actual official debut was with a girl called Ashley Vega.
Ooh, how'd that match go against Angel?
Angel, brilliant. It was a very easy, straightforward match just to get me through it. It was um, my first ever match with her was very easy, straightforward. Just just enough to get me through it, not complicate it.
So when it comes to the day before a show, do you consider yourself a last minute Lucy or an early bird to pack the bag?
Oh, last minute.
Oh, you're
Last
a last minute Lucy, grabbing the football, moving it away from the floor.
Pretty much I'm like, oh my god, is my case packed? And then it's like the morning of, and I'm like, oh, where's my wrestling boots? Where is my fishnet tights? I'm so chaotic.
Oh, I can see you running into like a CVS. Oh, do you guys have CVS in the UK?
No, I wish.
What do you guys? What do you do? Are you running into the drugstore with your friends like at the day of a show, trying to find leggings and stockings and stuff like that?
Sometimes you're running about trying to get stuff like, oh no, I forgot my tights. I need to go back and I need to go and get specific tights from like a clothes shop. It is ridiculous.
You got to make sure you can't see your underwear through the tights. You're like, come on, put the hand, put the light. Like, can I see?
Yeah, very much.
I forgot an extra pair of underwear, so you had to buy that pack of underpants to put inside the bag.
You can never be too prepared.
Yeah, you gotta. Like, what if by chance, the trunks you thought you were in the bag, you're like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta go to Rainbow. Rainbow's a '90s shop to get a new pair of trunks, underpants that look like tights. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you
Like,
don't
so
want to do that.
no. Do you eat the day of a show?
Yes, lots.
What do you eat? Because I know I have had female wrestlers say that they can't eat anything heavy because they'll get the bubble gut, and you don't want a bubble gut during a match.
Oh no, 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 no! I have like fast food. I'm like McDonald's, everything.
Okay. Ooh,
I have no care. McDonald's, KFC, it's mine before I
ooh.
show.
What is
What?
if McDonald's made you a menu, like a spot on the menu? What would be the uh Rose Night like menu, like to get meal?
Oh, meal. So mine's is like a McChicken sandwich with a vanilla milkshake and chips. That's what I eat. And sometimes I'll add in the mozzarella sticks if I'm feeling like I need more.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I barely see mozzarella sticks in the United States at McDonald's, so that's different.
Yeah, we get mozzarella sticks from McDonald's. They are amazing.
I keep
Mozzarella stick boxes as well.
I even I gotta I keep telling my parents we gotta take a trip to the UK because there's a few places that I used to hear about in the UK that um Nando's. I have
Oh,
to go to a
Nando's.
Nando's.
Yes, you have to go to the chicken shop. And Nando's is great, like really good.
Nando's, when I would go live with my former co-host, they would always chime in on Facebook. Like always messaged, "Hey guys, hey," and we're like, "Nando's, welcome." I'm like, I haven't had a Nando's message on Instagram. If like Nando's doesn't like me anymore, they're like,
Oh, come on,
"No,
Nando's.
they
Give a
gave up on
message.
you, Joe. You over." Someone's got a hashtag Nando's in this episode.
Absolutely. Like, come on, Nando's. Don't be a letdown. You've got a
You know
US fan
me.
and
You
you're
know
letting them down.
Nando's for 4 years. Jeez. So you actually been to the United States, and you were here for like what, 2 years? You said you lived in the United States.
Yeah, on and off for 2 years I was, yeah, in
So
St. Louis, Missouri.
oh, you were how in Missouri. What did it feel like to be like a person from the UK, a British person, a Scottish person in the indie scene in the United States? Was it difficult? Was it easy for you?
So I unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to wrestle while I was over in America, because I was actually working there. So, I was working there full time. So I'd actually went to one of the summer camps, but I'd went to a really untraditional summer camp. Like I'd went to a summer camp that was for underprivileged kids, and
Mhm.
I ended up like mostly like teaching them like life skills. Um, I wish I would have had the opportunity to wrestle over in America. It would have been so cool. Like, but as a Scottish person, being in St. Louis, Missouri, to be fair, I felt like an icon. I don't know. Like, you're so, like, everyone was so obsessed with the fact I was Scottish that it ended up being okay. But I was only 19 at the time, and it was my first time away from my parents. And the first time I went away was 6, 7 months. So yeah, I really wanted to do the 6, 7 thing there, but I held back.
Mhm.
So
Still got it. Still got it. You had the 6, the 7. Just said not today, Satan.
yeah.
Not today. Awesome. Do you ever plan on coming back to the United States?
I'd love to. Like one of my best friends that lives in the States. So one of my best friends, she lives in St. Louis, Missouri. So I'd love to be able to one day come back and see her and maybe get a wee wrestle in as well while I was over there.
Awesome. I live in Pennsylvania. We have quite a few awesome promotions out here in PA, and the
Yeah.
Battlefield Pro Wrestling is owned by um, one of the son of the Wild Samoans, Alpha
Oh
Junior.
wow.
He's part of
Yeah.
the bloodline, so you get a chance to get trained by a member of the Anawahi family. Like
It would be so cool to go over it and just not even doesn't even need to be a show, just to train for a bit. It'd be so cool. Be
yeah,
like different land,
yeah,
basically.
and you'll be able to see Joe because I'll probably be at one of the shows. Be like,
Yeah, Joe.
"Don't you all know Joe?" I'm like,
I
yes,
know
we
this guy.
they'll be like they'd be like, yeah, everybody knows Joe.
I feel less special now.
No, like he'd be like, no. Me and Joe chatted on the internet. We all chatted Joe on the internet.
No, not like me and Joe did. We started a protest against Nando's. Did
Yes,
anybody
yes.
start a protest against Nando's with Joe? Didn't think so.
I need a sponsor by Nando's. Nando's, what are you doing?
Hmm,
My mom and dad would be like, "You're sponsored by a British company?" Yeah.
that makes sense.
Only the way they're paying me in British money. Like,
That's not
imagine.
worth much.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. They'll be like, my mom be looking up. No, you're getting ripped off, right? And they tricked you. They tricked you, man. Are there any other wrestlers that are on the scene, male or female, that you're looking to work with that you have not worked with, that you have on your 2026 bingo card?
Yeah, so I would like to work a female called Melissa Fierce. I've never worked her, but I'd really want to. Like I know her, like from wrestling, met up with her, quite pally, like being quite pally with her. So I would quite like to work her at one point. Um, Another one is like I'd like to work. One of my tag partners is a boy called Danny Kay, but I would really love to work him like a one-on-one kind of situation. Like I know
Yeah,
he's my tag partner and we should be best friends, but I just love one time to have a match with him because he's phenomenal.
he wears all pink, right?
Yeah, Danny K.
I was talking to Danny, and then I saw you work with him. I was like, you know, May is tag team month,
Yeah,
so when you get done with me, get back on the Insta box and get in your chat. And be like, hey, Danny, Joe mentioned tag team month. Let's do something.
yeah. Oh, Danny'd be definitely up for it. Like Danny's a brilliant he's a brilliant guy. He's like one of my best friends
Aw.
from wrestling as well. Um and then one of my other closest friends is a girl called Piper Reynolds. She's also a really close friend of mine.
Oh, yeah, Piper. Yay, another Dudes at Ringside alum. Love Piper. She's such a sweetheart.
Yeah. Piper's one of my really good friends.
She's a sweet girl. She'd been on here and we had fun. We had such a fun
Yeah,
time. So
I'm her wrestling mum. So
she probably did you tell her that you're coming on Dudes Ringside or she's surprised to see the poster pop up yet?
I think she probably have just seen the poster. I spoke to her last night briefly, but I've not had a chance to actually see her because we've been like both booked wrestling.
That's awesome. That's cool. That's cool that you took an English, Joe. English. Stop talking gibberish. That's cool. You took a person like Piper under your wing. Like, what does it feel to have like a young talented superstar like Piper that you have a chance to teach her stuff that you learned while on your journey, but you're teaching her stuff that and then she could teach you things that she knows that are in her younger wrestling abilities.
Yeah, do you know what? It's really nice to have someone like respect you and look up to you enough to like want to come to you and have these conversations with you and like it just part of me is never like no one has ever like approached me and been like, hey, I want you to give me advice on this, that, the next thing, especially in wrestling. Because I mean we had Angel Hayes when I was wrestling. So we all went to Angel. Like and yes, although we also got Angel, Piper was actually a fan when I first debuted, and she used to come watch me as a wee kid. So it's also the part of that of how much like impact that you've had on someone that they end up joining wrestling, and then comes a day where you step in the ring with that person. Like I was Piper's unofficial debut, and that was a big moment for I think both of us because you know when somebody has that respect for you, it kind of changes your perception on things. Like someone actually needs you and your guidance and like maybe your knowledge of what it was like back then to help them or things that you've experienced that they might learn from so that they don't either make the same mistakes or this is how they can go forward. But Piper's absolutely smashing it. Like I'm like a wee proud mum watching her.
Awesome. Um, when it comes to like getting the getting yourself out there on the internet. I know it's very difficult nowadays. It's so easy because like you have a an iPad or a cell phone and you can create a name on the internet. Do you find it easier or harder to promote yourself in this new age of like social media?
It's kind of hit or miss. Like sometimes it's just trying to get like good footage or trying to keep busy, even when you're having your quiet period, still looking busy. Um, and then I feel like sometimes there's so many different promotions, etc., follow you, and you can reach out to them, and like that you don't really get much back. Or you need to end up like delving in a bit to make sure that they're a real promotion because of the amount of, like internet scams that they could just be something
Yep.
silly, like offering you like 3 grand to come wrestle here, and you're like, but you have 4 followers. Like,
Yeah.
it's really, really difficult to identify because there's so many promotions. You don't know
And
if,
or it could be shady. It could be like one of these weird all women's promotion and the promoter has you they choose the kind of match. They say, "Oh,
yeah,
we have gear, but we want you to wear the lingerie we provide." Whoa.
yeah. And it's I think sometimes it's either really difficult or really easy. Like I'm actually really bad for not reaching out to promotions. I tend to just I've been letting promotions come to me, but that's because I've had a break for so long. Like I had took a near 2 year break before coming back.
Mm.
Um and I'm just kind of still, finding my feet and just like trying to build myself back up before I go fling myself out there and here's me, here's this. Like, that's what this year's for. Like, it's to get myself back out there rather than, waiting on people coming to me. Like, obviously, we love when people come to us. Like, it's lovely. But I understand that you're wanting to stand out, aren't you? You're not wanting to be the person that comes across as needing chased. But it's also nice for, I suppose, if a promoter is promotion or a promoter is scrolling through Instagram and they spot something they really like, giving it a like to give us like indication that it's, worthwhile reaching out. Like there's loads of different things, but I understand that they're so busy and they probably get so many messages.
Oh yeah.
But it's making yourself stand out, right, by like doing different, like something different rather than the same old. Yeah.
Yeah. Before we go, do you have any matches coming up and how can my fans follow you on social media?
I actually have a quiet month this month, which is nice. Get a wee break this month. Yeah, my next gig. Whoa, my next show isn't till May, so I've got a nice wee break, and that's with Danny Kay as a tag team. We're going for the tag belts, so we'll see what happens there. Um, and if your followers want to keep in touch, follow me on Instagram, Rosie Nyte, and Facebook, Rosie Nyte as well. So please, please, please get in touch and follow me
Awesome.
because
Is
you
can
never
they
know.
find anything of yours like Rosie? Like any 8x10s? Do you have any stickers, anything that like that yet?
Yeah, so I have photos and I also have t-shirts that I've
Ooh,
recently released. But
awesome.
um yeah, I've literally just released my first ever t-shirt, so we'll see how that goes. But I've sold 3 already, so I'm doing well.
That's cool. I like that you have t-shirts. Most wrestlers just have 8x10s and stickers right now at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm lucky my mum makes t-shirts, so I kind of get a
That's
good
cool.
deal there.
I like that. Rosie, my last question for you. If you could write a letter to a young Rosie Knight, what would you say and why?
I would say to her that there is going to be a lot of downs. You're going to be kicked a lot figuratively, not actually. Like you're going to go through a lot of challenges, whether it be in the ring or outside the ring with your personal life. but you are stronger than you think. And although you don't think you're your character, you are. Like you are that person. You are that determined, strong individual that steps in that ring every time. And just believe in yourself and don't let your mental health ruin such a brilliant experience for you.
Awesome. Rosie, I want to thank you so much for coming on Dudes at Ringside in the middle of the fifth season. Definitely tell your tag team partner about May's Tag Team Month.
I
Definitely would love
will.
to feature you guys. And you never know. You may win them tag team titles and bring them over to Dudes at Ringside, put them on our new wall of fame that our
Oh yes.
Dudes at Ring. Because remember, we are the internationally known home of champions.
Well, I am a women's champion at Shield Pro, so there's one championship already for me.
Yes. And the tag belt's coming soon. I'm going to put the coming soon on the wall.
We
Coming
better
soon. The
hope.
magic, due to ringside magic. Promoters see the wrestlers come on here and they're like, yeah, let's give him a shot. Let's give him a belt. But I want to thank you so much, Rosie. I am Joe Panther the third,
I am Rosie Nyte.
and we will catch you in the next one.
See you later, guys.
Good night.